Just what sort of plan had Alfred put into motion here? It seemed that Tanaka and Osawa held the keys to understanding it. There had been relay handoffs of the phony Attache case, a relay that Tanaka had been complicit in. And there was a Tomy missing carrying the antiviral. Osawa would confirm that himself. I don't like her, man. Before the news was shared with the Osawas, the members of the investigation team quietly briefed Detective Kajiwara. Osawa and I sat on the sofa on the far side of the room watching. I could see Kajiwara go pale. He wiped the sweat from his forehead with a handkerchief several times. Bad news, Osawa thought. Mr. Osawa, ma'am? Kajiwara shuffled his way over to them at last. Oh, this is where they stopped looking for her. We've just gotten a word from headquarters. Right now, the task force is in an uproar after a change in direction with the higher-ups. As detectives who were on the scene have been ordered to discontinue the kidnapping investigation. He hesitated ominously. Osawa braced himself. Please, let's hear it. It would seem that your daughter Maria is safe. What? Osawa felt an unexpected surge of relief. You mean it? The case has been solved, added I. For a moment, they almost sounded like a happily married couple. It was only the stern look on Kajiwara's face that gave them pause. However, as of yet, we do not have her in custody. I'm not sure I understand, Osawa said. You know she's alive, but you don't have her? How? Deep furrows appeared in Kajiwara's forehead. I'm sorry, sir. The information we received from up top is complicated. We've confirmed that she was able to escape confinement. It's just... The detective gave every appearance of holding something back. Something you need to tell us, then just say it, Osawa told him. It would seem that Maria has been infected with the virus. Infected? Sal felt as if a taloned claw had just clutched his heart. It's not one I've ever heard of before, but apparently it's called the Ua virus. Sal's vision went dark. He felt as if he'd plunged into a black void of despair. Darling? I asked raspingly. She didn't need to put her fears into words. Osawa felt them just as plainly as his own gut. You're an expert in virology, aren't you, Mr. Osawa? Kajiwara said. Are you familiar with this UL virus? Osawa held up a hand to forestall further questions. There's no time for that. How many hours ago was she infected? He demanded. I wasn't told that much. Is that important to know, sir? Depending on when Maria was infected, we may or may not still be. Osawa trailed off abruptly as the reality of the situation struck home. It wasn't the same as when Motomi had been infected. Right now, there was no way of getting Tanaka's cooperation, which meant there was no way of accessing the antiviral storage. In other words, getting the cure to Maria would be impossible. Osawa's head swam. Detective Kajiwara, I beg of you. People need to catch Tanaka as soon as possible. I can't share the details, but if you don't, something terrible is going to happen. Just then Kajiwara's cell phone rang. He picked up quickly. What did you say? Detective's shouts shattered the initial silence that had fallen. I shuddered visibly at the outburst. Kajiwara nodded sharply, still listening. More creases formed in his forehead. Understood. I'll let them know. He hung up. All eyes were on him. That was headquarters. Sal swallowed the lump in his throat. He could feel himself quaking all over. A minivan we believed, belonged to the syndicate, exploded near Jinan and Shibuya. The body was found amongst the burning wreckage of the vehicle. Who was it? Osawa interjected. Tommy! Please don't let it be Maria. Please don't let it be a Tommy. Kajiwara took a breath before speaking. We've conclusively identified the remains as Mr. Tanaka's. No! The cry was visceral, almost bird-like. Osawa looked around in surprise. It was I. It's not true! You're lying! Their shrill screams reverberated through the room. Osawa felt like he wanted to scream too. With Tanaka dead, there was no way to get to the antiviral. Which meant that Maria was going to die. What an end. Oh, man. 2 hours left. Choice, sacrifice.